I mean, come on, that would be fun. A lot of work, but a lot of fun, too. Hello everyone, I'm Taylor Bambico. I'm a self-published author of young adult urban fantasy, adult thriller, and erotica, and for today's video, I'm just going to be answering questions. Now, these questions are not directed at me personally, they are just for anyone in the writing community on Twitter, and these are my responses to them. And though I have a much larger following on Twitter than I do here on YouTube, I figured why not bring some of what I do there to this platform as well. And honestly, these are some really good questions that the other authors were posting. So with that being said, let's get started. So the first question is from Sam Clover, and she's asking, has your MC killed? Why or why not? And my response was, all three of my MCs have. Jedrick from Silent Rage in defense of his and or another person's life. Riley from Bellum, part of her role as a supreme being. And then Nicole from Traffic in defense of others and what had to be done. And as I think about that, I have yet to actually have a main character who has not killed anyone yet. So the next question is from Sadie Chelsea. Did you design your own cover or have someone do it for you? And my response was, wish I could make my own. Mine were professionally done. However, I selected the stock images and provided detail about the book to the designer. Then they would show a mock-up before approval. I had an idea what I wanted, but 9 out of 10 times the designer went above and beyond what I expected. I mean, that's true. I mean, here, take a look at these. Pretty cool, right? And then this next question is from Adele Royce. Writing community, do you think authors can swap genres? For example, if one writes women's fiction, can they turn out a thriller under the same name? And then my reply was, I see no reason why not. I currently write YA urban fantasy, adult thriller, and erotica, which I always say in the opening of these videos, with the intention of branching out even further over time. Stumbling over my own words there. Yeah, I see no reason why not. I mean, that's half the fun. I mean, I don't really want to just write those three genres forever. I mean, fantasy is fun. You can pretty much make up any rule you want, pretty much. Erotica is a lot of fun, but again, writing sex all the time, you just have to kind of be conditioned to it, and it doesn't get, I shouldn't say old, it doesn't get old, it's just, you want to do something else. That's why I only have so far one erotic thriller, and I have the fantasy, and I have the other psychological thriller. But I will branch out to other genres over time, as I said in the response I gave. The next question is asked by Tom Galvin. Is your book one and done or part of a series? If a series, which book are you on and how do you plot out the story? Stories, I mean. Please comment, like, retweet, and follow to get a good discussion started. Cheers to the writing community. And my response is, Bellum is part of a 3 to 4 book series, currently working on book 2. Traffic is a one and done novel. However, that story crossed over Silent Rage, which is going to be up to 3 volumes. I'm on volume 2 right now. Though, Nicole from Traffic, you haven't seen the last of her yet. In this next question, Elizabeth Bates asks, does anyone listen to music while they write? I'm testing it out this morning and haven't decided yet whether it's helping or hurting me. And me, I throw tunes on. Seems to work for me. This next question is asked by Sabrina Pinto. Hi everyone, what advice would you give new, aspiring writers who are eager to begin their writing journey? I've said this in a few other videos. Enjoy the ride. And that really doesn't need any explanation. It's just, there's going to be ups and downs as you write. Just enjoy it. Trust me, there's ups and downs. There's going to be frustrating moments. There's going to be parts you really enjoy. At the end, you're really going to be satisfied with the finished result. Enjoy the ride. I just said it doesn't need an explanation, but I gave you an explanation. Weird. Next up, this is from Blue Andrews. How many unfinished WIP do you have saved on your computer? Their response was, I have 3. My response, 4 that I remember. I might have more somewhere, I'm just not sure. I only remember 4. I mean, if I have more, I'm going to be upset if I have more than 4. His next question was from Spencer Reed. How is everyone's morning so far? You okay? Me? So far, so good. We'll be sure to make it an even better day, though. And this was August 3rd was when that question was asked. Next question is from Lee at Q Tarantino. If you knew your writing wouldn't get anywhere, would you stop writing? No. That's the exact GIF I actually used, too. This next question was from Kath. For the sake of my peace of mind and or sanity, how terrible are first drafts supposed to be? And of course I said, all authors want to burn it. Generally, but we use it to rewrite the story and improve. The next question is from Jeff Jones, and he was asking, your fantasy novel is a tale of last thing you ate, and thing to your right. My response was A Tale of Quesadilla and Bigfoot. Yes, that was the last thing I ate, and Bigfoot really was to my right. Well, it was to my right, now it's in front of you. The next question was from Meredith Tucker. What languages did you learn at school?
I only speak 2 languages, English and bad English.
Thank you, Bruce Willis. This next question is again from Jeff Jones. He asked, what could you do a 10-minute presentation on without any preparation? Honestly, if you get me talking about any one of my books, I could probably do a 10-minute discussion. It might turn into an hour discussion because I'm going to get lost in just going on a tangent after tangent for just whichever book I'm on. Probably I'd go on a tangent for traffic, though. This next question is from Eric S. Kim. Question for the writing community. How much sexual content can you tolerate when you're reading a novel? When the sex moves the story along or involves character development, any amount is fine. When the sex is included just because it can be included, then it seems pointless. This next question is my favorite for sure. It's from Ellie. Be honest, what's your dream job? Like any job ever. Monster truck driver. I mean, come on, that would be fun. A lot of work, but a lot of fun, too. This next question is from Stephen Rowell. Hopefully I'm saying the last name correctly. What do you find the hardest to write in a story? The beginning, the middle, or the end? Yes. Then this one, Jay Salem asks, writing community, what's your main character's biggest flaw? So in Traffic, Nicole's anxiety causes her to overthink countless events even after they have occurred without incident. She plays the what-if game a lot, which worsens things. And that was one thing I wanted with Nicole. I didn't want her to be entirely perfect. There had to be, well, I mean, no character is entirely perfect. You don't want a Mary Sue. But with Nicole, I figured it seems it would be, well, actually very not so much reasonable, but it made sense that she would have anxiety and obsessive compulsive disorder. It just makes sense for her character, and she actually does that a lot. She'll, like, if she has to knock on a door 3 times, she knocks on the banister. And this actually happens. She actually knocks for the 4th time on a banister because of OCD. And for the story, it really made sense because there were times she would just panic over things which definitely wouldn't be necessary, but she does. And it just further develops her character. This next question is from Morgan Wright. She's actually the woman who animated the covers of Silent Rage, Parabellum, and Traffic. And, well, she tells us a little blurb here, then she asks the question. When I was 13, I told a family member I wanted to be a writer. He, a non-writer, scoffed and said, anyone can write a book. It's easy. Real art, music, painting, etc. That's art that requires talent. Then she goes on to say, I really want to prove him wrong. Her question is, so, writers, what do you think? I'm just going to leave this right here. That meme template is very good for anything, but I just thought it really worked well to answer that. Of course, I made this meme a little while ago, but I said, this is a good time to use it. Another question from Morgan Wright. Fellow writers, how illegible, I almost stumbled on that word, is your handwriting? Rate on a scale of 10, 10 being completely indecipherable. And my response was, I couldn't put a number on it. However, I've been told I could have been a doctor. And honestly, I thought that was a compliment when someone first told that to me. Like, oh, thank you. I had no idea that was an insult. I think about it, it's not good at all. But I think it's hilarious, actually. This last question is from Harrison. How many books have you written? If you wrote more than one, comment which one is your favorite. And so far I've written 3. My answer, of course, 3 to 6. And I say here, written and self-published 3. If I must choose a favorite, my psychological thriller, Traffic. And then I say with hashtag JE, that stands for a person who did not commit suicide, what everyone's saying, motorcycle. And what's Enter the Light involving human trafficking, it's a relevant story. More interesting, the main antagonist is an NYC businessman. Yes, the main antagonist of Traffic is a businessman just like J.E. Well, those are the questions I figured I'd share here on YouTube with everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider subscribing. If you haven't already, click that bell icon so you're notified when I upload new content. If you have any comments, leave them in the section below. And I think I already said click that bell icon. I'm just stumbling over words again. Hope you enjoyed the video. I said that already. Oh, and have a good day. See ya!